Hello and welcome to day 3 of my trip into the snowy mountains of Japan. In the last episode, I explored Hakuba, finally fixed the internet connection on my phone, and then took a very rustic train through the mountains to reach my final destination in Itoigawa. But now it's time for me to hand things over to real life Ventus.
Hello, hello again, and yeah, like today is the morning of Sunday, so the last day of my journey. I got up pretty early because first of all I have pretty much to leave at 7:30, at around 7:30 to make my train. Otherwise, I would have to wait like 1.5 hours for the train, and that would mean that I would also have would come home at least 1.5 hours later, which I don't really want to since I want to come home as early as possible. Yeah, so I have to be careful a bit with filming here since here are a lot of mirrors and I don't want to cut everything out actually. Yesterday I did some stream. If you saw it, then you saw it, then welcome. um, Actually, it was pretty nice. Like I didn't see it yesterday, but the hotel is like right at the ocean there, and that means you can see the ocean from up here. Since it's the west coast, you can't see the sunrise. You could maybe see the sunset, but I was too late for that yesterday. There's also the moon up there if you can see it. So I'm going to eat some breakfast and then probably take everything I have to the station, wait a bit for my train, hopefully make the train, and yeah. Wait, you see that? Not really, no. You see the two small, like illuminated lights on the sea. I wonder what that is. But yeah, yeah, I think my camera really has problems with the low light. So yeah, until then, bye bye.
After a fairly short night, I woke up very early, at around 4:30 in the morning. I wanted to finish a few things on my laptop and do some studying before going down for breakfast and leaving the hotel at 7 a.m. It was actually really interesting to see how empty the city was on Sunday morning. I didn't see any other people and barely any cars on the streets, which made it very relaxing to walk to the station and find a coin locker for my luggage, even though I had a few problems with the second of those things.
You probably have seen a clip on the way here. Basically, everything is empty. Here's nothing. Same with the train tracks. I'm basically the only one waiting for the train, which should be coming in like 10 minutes or so. I had some problems finding coin lockers because the first one I found were like closed now. They're opened at 8:30, so I was a bit panicking because I thought, shit, I'm not gonna make it like in time, and then I will come home really late because I can't take my bag with me. It's just too heavy to walk 10 kilometers with it. But yeah, so up there are the Shinkansen tracks, which we will take on our way home. Yeah, besides that, I'm just waiting for the train here. I think it will be a great train trip, like along the coastline, along the cliffs. So I'm really looking forward to it. So I'm gonna sit down again, do some Anki until the train comes. Yeah. Hey, also, yeah, I know I see cards at the train stations. You have to buy physical tickets, which is really crazy.
The train ride was impressive, just as I expected. The train was almost completely empty, and I spent most of the journey admiring the scenery and filming outside the window. My destination was only 3 stations away from Itoigawa station, but the ride was still fairly expensive at around 650 yen. The place I wanted to visit, and the only place I planned to visit the day, was near Ichiburi station. Well, not exactly near. From the station, I still had to walk about 4 kilometers. But for now, let's send things back to real Fantas, who doesn't have that many lines in this video series anyway.
Okay, so this place really is a bit creepy. Basically, there's no one. That's the ticket gate. Okay, I really feel like I've never been that far from civilization since I came here to Japan. Like, but I mean, okay, the areas yesterday were also, like the areas we rode through with the train were also really remote. But here, like walking along the seaside, I don't know if you can see the sea, basically through places who look like they were long abandoned next to the mountains. Through, actually, that's really weird. Actually, I was wondering why there's like a, how do you call it, like a power, like a electricity line over the train tracks, even though the trains are like diesel trains. It's because of the freight trains that are probably passing by here regularly. It might be the case that this is a popular freight train route, but I'm not sure about that actually. I really wonder how many people live still here around. And yeah, and but the train was really expensive, like only 3 stations was like 600 yen, which is really a lot. But probably because it's pretty expensive to keep the train running, since most of the time we were like 3 people in the train, so of course. But where am I going? I'm walking to a special place. I don't know if I already told it, but on the cliffs here, first there are nice cliffs to visit, but there are also there's an abandoned train tunnel through which I think some time ago freight trains were passing. Now it's abandoned and you can visit it, so I want to visit that, and yeah, probably see you a bit further, since I have to look how I cross the street or how I can like come forward. So yeah, see ya. Okay, so I'm definitely, when I walk through this small village down there, I think I've taken pictures so I can watch them. I think I'm definitely the first Austrian who was here in this life, because I did only see, I don't know, 2 or 3 people, but all of them looked like they've never seen a foreigner. They were like, I mean, I wouldn't say staring at me, but they definitely noticed me. Yeah, so I think it's okay. Now I'm walking the cliffs here. I don't really like the street here, obviously. It's kind of annoying. That's basically the way we were coming from. Down there, the big, I don't know how they call it in English. I don't know how they call it in German too, actually. But oh, this place here is so crazy. Like, I think seeing the open sea, like somewhere over there is China, I think. But seeing this place here, basically also when I saw the village, like there were cars in front of many houses, but everything looked so abandoned, even though there were definitely people in most houses. Some were clearly like abandoned, but most of them weren't. Most of them were still, there were still people living inside. But yeah, that area is really like, that's definitely the most remote area of Japan I've been to until now, and I don't regret it coming here. But I have to hurry a bit actually. The bad thing is I don't know when the first train in the other direction is coming. I don't know, because the tunnels are somewhere in front. I don't know if we will walk back to the train station or if we will walk to the train station ahead. Because like, unlike in Tokyo, where there are train stations every, I don't know, 2 kilometers or so, here's only one every 10 kilometers. So it would be probably faster to walk back, but I have to check the train schedule and decide that. But for now, just keep walking along the wonderful cliffs. It's so nice here. And yeah, there's a car parking, maybe looking at the view too. I hope I can walk ahead there. But I think so. Okay, so see ya. Okay, I did went a bit further, but this place is actually really scary because basically there was like a fence in front of this way, and I mean there was like a way where you could go to, and some other guys like coming from the direction actually from inside the fence, but I still don't know if you can like walk here. I mean Google Maps shows that it's a way you can walk, but it concerns me a bit that here like, I don't know, gas pipelines or whatever pipelines that are. There was like a ladder with which you could like go up there, which I not did. Like I don't know if I'm allowed to be here. There's a big boulder. If a boulder like that hits you, you're probably dead. I will have to see if I can walk this way all the way, or if I have to go back. It's kind of scary here. I mean I like that there's basically no one, but I don't know if I'm allowed to go here actually. I really hope so. I mean there were some plastic bottles on the way, so there were also other people, but I mean I have the upside that I'm a foreigner. I can say yeah, I didn't know, I didn't get it. What's that? Did the monkeys rat? I don't know if I can go further there. There might be a sign that you can't go further. And there were monkeys. I'm going to check it out and tell you afterwards. Okay. You can't go further, and also there's like no way further, and I also think you can't really go down there, and I also don't really want to go up there, and also if you look ahead there's like not really any way ahead, so I think at that point I probably have to abandon the mission and go back actually, sadly. I mean there might be ways, but I don't really want to go anywhere really crazy, so at that point looks like that's kind of the end of this mission. Sad. I think I've looked on Google Maps, so like there's a like parking space from which you can like come to the abandoned train tunnels, but I think you can't really go there from, I mean you might be allowed to like walk on the streets there, but there are a lot of cars passing by, so I really don't want to go there, if you understand that. So I mean I really would have liked to go there, but at that point it's, I mean I'm someone who isn't scared that easily, but I mean that remote area here, I mean it might be a bit different if I would be like Japanese and stuff like that, but I don't really want to get like a problem with the police because of trespassing or however it's called. So at that point it might be the smartest to just go back, ride the train to the like station where I came from, and from there go to back to like take the Shinkansen home. So I would, if I don't have to wait for the train so long, I can be at home. It's really good time. I mean I'm kind of sad of course that I wasn't able to go there where I wanted to, but at the same, I mean it would have been nice if this way would be like completely walkable all the way. But it's not, which is a bit annoying and a bit sad, not gonna lie. I mean you might be able to walk down there, but I don't really want to walk down there, because if there's like, I mean there's no tsunami, but I don't trust the place here, so it's probably time to go back, so see ya, I think. Okay, I might have done, I don't know, something a bit stupid, but after like standing there after I went the way back and stood there for like 10 minutes, I thought, oh shit, I thought I should maybe try out this way down here. It's definitely not the safe way. Definitely not. I don't know if you're supposed to walk here, because yeah, I don't trust the bridges here. Basically don't trust anything here. Just hope that it's not going to break down when I'm on it. Yeah, but at least I don't know if I can wake all the way. There are actually a lot of stones with, like this is the second stone with a band wrapped around it. I just hope that that's only people who have been here, maybe like some romantic thing, and not people who jump down there, because that's pretty much probably unsurvivable. Because the sea is pretty, it's not that rough, but it is rough. Sorry, it's rough. But yeah. So I have to see if I can continue walking in front, because there's a pipe with a lot of water coming out. There might be end, or even there might be end before that, so I might have to go back, but still, it was a nice journey until now, so let's see. Okay, here's pretty much the end. You can't get further, because like this way is ending here, and down there only like the concrete thing is. So yeah, there's not really any way to like continue from here on. Nah, there's like no way. There's no way ahead from here, so that means a last view over the Japanese Ocean. I'm gonna take a few pictures, walk back to the train station, and see when the next train comes, so see ya. After once again failing his mission, Real Ventus began walking towards Ichiburi station again, carrying a piece of driftwood he had found on the beach and absolutely wanted to take back home as a souvenir. Luckily, when he got close to the station, he heard an announcement that the next train was about to arrive. So he started sprinting and somehow managed to make it back to Itoigawa in record time. Back in the city, I decided to spend a little time exploring the station area and the city itself. I walked around for a while and found a small park near the sea, where I sat down on a bench in the sun and worked on my Anki flashcards. During that time, I also saw steam locomotives number 4 and 5, at least if I didn't miscount. But I didn't want to stay too long. I wanted to get home relatively early because I had school the next day, and I still needed to do a few things like laundry and other chores once I got back. When I decided it was time to head back, I went to buy a ticket for the Hokuriku Shinkansen. But there was a small problem. Almost the entire train was fully booked, and unfortunately I could only get an aisle seat, which was honestly pretty disappointing. Because of that, I could only film a bit at the beginning of the ride, before the passengers sitting next to me boarded a few stations later. The train itself was incredibly quiet, even though it was racing along the tracks at speeds of up to 250 km per hour. I was a bit disappointed that my first Shinkansen ride wasn't quite the experience I had imagined. Because of the aisle seat, I couldn't really enjoy the scenery, and the train also passed through many tunnels, which didn't help either. After a while, I finally arrived in Tokyo. I tried to get a few shots of the Shinkansen trains at the station, but it was extremely crowded and most of the footage didn't turn out very usable. Eventually though, I made it back home, carrying quite a few souvenirs from this trip. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the small travel series, even though I know there's still a lot of room for improvement. Especially in this part, there are quite a few wind noise issues and the video quality is probably also a bit limited by my 7-year-old phone. But if you watched all 3 parts, I'd really like to know which part was your favorite and which place did you like the most. For me personally, it was probably Hakuba. If you enjoyed the series,
feel free to leave a like, a comment, and maybe even subscribe. And hopefully, I'll see you again in the next adventure. So, see ya, bye bye.